Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make this beautiful cowl neck top. If this is what you're interested in, please do well to watch this video to the end so that you don't miss out on any detail. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And please don't forget to like, comment and share my videos to your friends. Bye. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this vintage fabric, and this fabric is a leftover fabric that I have from one of my dresses that I made. So the first thing I will do is to fold it into two, and the width of my fabric is 25 inches and the length is 18 inches. So as you can see, this is a leftover fabric. There is joining in the middle. Now these are the straps I'm going to attach to my neck, and it is 1.2 inches wide and 36 inches long. So you can make your own shorter, but I just wanted my own to be long, so it depends on you. You can make it 25 inches, just depends on your preference. So right now this strap is 2, and I am going to attach it to my neck area, which will enable me tie the dress to the back, just like you see me illustrating. So now this is another piece that I have. This is the piece I'm going to use for my shirring at the back, and this piece is 9 inches long and 28 inches wide. Yes, so now the width of my dress is 25 inches, so I added extra 3 inches to that piece that I am going to use for the shirring. Please, if this fabric is kind of stretchy, that is why I added only 3 inches, but if yours is not stretchy, you can add up to 5 inches depending on your preference. So I'm just go ahead and fold and hem the bottom part and the top part of the pieces that I'm going to use for my shirring. So after that, I'm going to go to my machine and shear it just like you're seeing in the video, and this is what it looks like after doing that. So I'm going to introduce it to my dress. The first thing I'll do is I'm going to turn my piece to the back. Then when I turn it to the back, I'm going to introduce that strap. I have already sewn the strap that I will attach to the neck area. So as you can see, one side I closed one side and left one side open. So that side that is open is going to be at the hem part, is going to be at the wrong side. So I'm just pinning the top of my fabric so that fold, I'm not going to lose it. So what I will do is I will just put it inside, put the rope inside, and then remember that part that I did not close, that is the part that is going to be on this side. So I'll just make sure that it is directly at the starting point of that fold there. So I'll just pin it using my pin. I'll just pin it to secure it there, and I'll also do the same thing to the other side, just like you see in the video. So right now I'll introduce my shirred piece. So I will just open my fabric like this, and then I will place it 1/2 inch above the end of my fabric, because we are going to close there, so we need that 1/2 inch to close there. So I'll just place it like this at the side and then pin it. Use my pin and pin it. Please make sure that you pin it, use your pin to secure it. So you see that 1/2 inch I left there, make sure that you do the same thing. So I will just use my pin and pin it to secure it like you see me doing in the video. And then after doing that, I'm going to drag it to the other side. I'll drag it to the other side and also pin it up, leaving that same half inch at the bottom area. This is to enable me close it up, because if I start from the beginning, I'm going to sew on top of that shared fabric, and that will not work for this dress. So I'm just going to close it up like this, and I'll take it to my machine and run a stitch using half inch all the way down. I will stop there and continue running my stitch just like I'm illustrating. Mind you, because of how of that sharing fabric is going to be quite difficult, so you just keep dragging it until you get to the end. So I'm on the machine now, and this is how I am sewing it. Just watch closely on how I'm sewing it. So I started from that neck area, from that beginning part, and I'll keep sewing it and make sure that I keep arranging my dress so that one part is not longer than the other. So I'll just keep sewing it. I'm using half inch to sew it all the way down. So you just keep sewing and arranging and keep sewing and keep sewing. Now when I get to that half inch, before that, at the end of that where my shared fabric is, I'll just lift up my foot and then leave my needle inside my dress and turn it over. Did you see how I shifted that sharing? I shifted it inside so that it will not enter into my seam. So right now I left about 2 inches at the bottom area. That is where I'm going to be turning all this from. So I'll just leave it and then continue sewing. So while I am sewing, I will keep dragging that down part, because you know that sharing is making it come together. So you just keep dragging it and opening it, and then until I sew it to the end. So when I get to the end of that side again, I will lift up my feet, my machine feet, and leave the needle inside and turn it over and continue sewing on the other side of the dress. So this is how I'll keep sewing it until I get to the ends. Please make sure that you shift your rope inside so that you don't sew on top of it. So now this is what it looks like. I'm done sewing, and I will just quietly turn it out. Make sure that you take it easy, because remember that we have a pin. We used a pin to secure that sharing that we did. So make sure that you just bring it out, turn it quietly and carefully, and then after that you start removing the pins that you used in securing your dress. So this is what it's going to look like, or this is what it looks like after that. So guys, after wearing the dress, I didn't like how the waist part looked on me. It didn't look as snatched as I wanted, so I'm just going to turn it over inside again. This time around I want to attach a belt to the waist area, so I'm just going to turn it over like you see me doing in the video. And after turning it to the back again, I am going to measure from that place that my sharing started. From that point my sharing started, I'm going to come down by 3 inches, and that is where my belt is going to sit. So after marking the 3 inches, I'm just going to use my seam ripper to open that point that I marked, and I will open it in a way that is going to accommodate the length or the width of the belt that I am going to attach. So after that, this is the belt that I have sewn, and this is what it looks like. I have closed one part and left one part open. So the belt is 2 inches wide, and it is 18 inches long. Yes, so I will just bring my dress and put it inside. Please, while you're putting it inside, make sure that the part you're putting it is the part on the front side of the sharing. That don't put it at the side that has the wrong side. Put it on the right side of the sharing, because if you put it on the other side, on the wrong side of the fabric of the sharing, you're going to automatically have it on the back. So just watch closely how I did it. I put it, make sure I put it on that side, that's on the front side of that sharing. So after doing that, I'm going to pin it up like this, use a pin to secure it, and then run a stitch on it again. I'll close up that side that I opened again, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. So I am done sewing it, and I have turned it over again, and this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is to close up that area that I have been turning it from. And that is it for this video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, leave a comment, and share it to your friends. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please make sure to subscribe. Bye.